Folks, good morning. This is Michael on the graveyard shift in the wee hours of the night with your daily trivia question once again. And look at that. Just like that, it's Monday morning all over again. Where does the time go? We just started the weekend, it seems. But I guess, I've been here all weekend working, so it flew by. And yep, here we go. It's already Monday. Put both feet on the ground and let's get to it. The answer to the previous trivia question was government shutdowns. Government shutdowns in the United States occur when there is a failure to enact funding legislation to finance the government for its next fiscal year. This is required. This is on the books. There's a bill that actually requires this to be done every year, which makes sense when you think about it. If there is a quote-unquote lapse of appropriation, government agencies and services must be stopped. Non-essential operations will shut down, federal workers get furloughed, and only essential workers are retained. This happens often. The shutdown that began on November 14th of 1995, which was the focus of the trivia question, was the result of conflicts between Democratic President Bill Clinton and the Republican Congress over funding, over a bunch of stuff, really, quite frankly. Too many to list, but mainstream-wise, it was over education, the environment, and public health. This shutdown lasted until November 19th. This was a brutal partisan shutdown. Remember, this was Bill Clinton up against the likes of Newt Gingrich, Speaker of the House, Bob Dole, Senate Majority Leader. And this was when Newt Gingrich really kind of dug his heels in with the so-called Republican contract with America. I remember this very well. And Bob Dole, who was also known as a partisan politician. Bob Dole was a little bit more willing to reach across the aisle and work with Clinton, because you remember he wanted Clinton's position. He was running for president. He was going to run for president in '96. So he was a little more willing than Gingrich was. But both of them, for the most part, were partisan politicians and were not willing to work with Bill Clinton. And Bill Clinton had his own aspect of being a partisan politician himself. So long story short, it came down to a government shutdown. There would be yet another shutdown that occurred in early of '96 between these two groups that lasted 21 days. Okay, this one only lasted, the focus of the trivia question, for 5. Polls showed that most people blamed both of those shutdowns on the Republicans. This worked to Clinton's favor, and he played it like a fiddle, like Bill Clinton. Only Bill Clinton could. Clinton's presidency was actually in danger. His popularity and his approval rating had just plummeted for a number of reasons. When this occurred, they basically handed him his re-election. The Republicans did. The shutdowns got blamed on the Republicans, and it just bolstered his popularity and ultimately his successful re-election campaign in '96. If you recall, for those of you who are alive, Clinton won over a landslide over Bob Dole. Anywho, federal government shutdowns are nothing new. They go back as early as the Ford administration in 1976. I've included a little chart there that shows most of the more notable government shutdowns. The second 21-day shutdown under Clinton's term that I referenced in early '96 would be the longest in U.S. history at the time of the shutdown. That was 21 days. And not to be outdone, who sets the record is President Trump for 28 days in 2018. And that lasted 26 days. I'm sorry, that lasted 26 days. So Trump's got the record for that one. Okay, get our week started. A brand new week for November 15th. On this day in 1837, Sir Isaac Pitman develops this system of rapid writing based on the sounds of words using symbols and abbreviations rather than conventional spellings. Good luck, folks. You guys have a good week. I'll see you next time.